Sorry, I'm starting to record. Don't interpret that. We forgot to record. Okay, so we are going to ship that in 2 days, priority mail, and I'll go ahead and cancel that first order, and you should be receiving the new order by July 15th.
Okay, that's fine. Sounds good.
Okay, a couple other questions. I just want to make
any other issues, can you please contact me through email? Then I would be able to call this number. Yes.
Okay, yeah, just a couple more questions while I have you on the line, if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm totally willing to answer your questions.
Okay, so I just want to make sure so we have this correct so it does arrive on time and there's no more issues. So can I just get your address again?
My address is 705 Simi Road in Flower Town.
Perfect.
In Alabama.
Perfect, thank you. And can I get your email address one more time?
The zip code? Oh, I forgot to tell you the zip code. 25842.
All right, thank you for that information. Can I get your email address one more time? I'll send you the new confirmation number and information about the arrival of the priority mail.
My email is Peyton Da and good. Peyton at AOL.com.
All right, great, thank you. And I'm sorry for an additional question. Can you give me more details of what the package or what you ordered exactly? Because I just want to make sure the weight and everything wasn't causing the delay.
I ordered a weighted blanket. It should be about 30 pounds. I really wanted it to be bright blue. That's what I ordered. It's large. It's about a queen size. Pretty big. It's very thick. Very comfortable from what I've heard. All of the reviews online. But it's really bad for the summer. But I'll be ready for winter, so it's perfect.
Perfect. Thank you for that information. I think unless you have any more questions, I think we are set to go. Do you have any more questions?
I have no other questions. If I have any problems or anything I missed, I will call back.
Okay, great. Are you interested in taking a short survey about your customer service here?
Sure. I'm really happy with the service, all of the answers, and the quick, fast 2-day shipping. I'm very happy with your customer service.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Well, have a great day. And if you have any other problems, please give us a call.
Thank you. You have a good day as well.
Thank you.
Any comments, Lindsay?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, I was trying to like extend it. So sorry if it sounded like awkward or anything. I was just trying to extend the message and ask more questions. So no, I think it was fine. I'll think too and tell you later if I have any more feedback. I wrote some things down, some feedback. I wrote it down so I can discuss it later with you. Okay, so I will, yes, I'll go off camera or I'll go off the screen and you guys let me know when you're ready.
Lindsay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm just checking. You know, last week we had the problem where no one could hear me.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. Okay, the call is going through now. Okay, you're connecting now to Kirsten. Hey, Kirsten, it's me, Peyton. What's up with you?
Hey, Peyton, what's up? Haven't heard from you in a while. Nothing much. You know, just trying to stay safe and healthy.
I'm doing great. Just trying to deal with COVID, you know, finally planning. Okay, so everything's going well. It's, you know, a hard time adjusting to COVID, but we are starting to go out more and socialize more. So that's been nice to be back into reality and back into the community, which is really nice.
Yeah, so when are we going on our next vacation?
I'm thinking about maybe next week we can go. Where do you want to go?
I'm totally free, so I'm willing to go anywhere. And I have a savings account. I haven't been spending any money eating out. Been stuck at home.
I'm thinking maybe we could go have some friends come over and figure out where we want to go for the vacation.
Let's think about this. Beach or mountains is the big question.
I think since it's summer, we should go to the beach, somewhere where there's water where we can swim and do outdoor water activities. What do you think about that? I'm
Sounds good to me.
I'm thinking maybe North Carolina or California. Okay, so maybe North Carolina, South Carolina, or California.
Well, I think North Carolina and South Carolina would be a little bit cheaper, but California is fun. There's some cool beaches. Um, like we can go to Pismo. That's really popular.
What city did
Pismo
you stay in?
Beach.
How do you,
Pismo Beach.
okay, how do you spell that?
Pismo.
Do you want to stay in a house there or would you rather stay in a hotel?
Renting
Or
a house there is actually really good. It's pretty cheap with the Airbnbs.
okay, pause for interpretation, please. So would you want to rent a house, go stay in a hotel, or we could also camp? What about those three options? What do you think?
Well, there in Pismo, you can actually put your tents on the beach. So that's a really cheap option. But the renting houses is actually also a pretty good option. There's lots of Airbnbs.
I'm thinking Airbnb because it has a kitchen, has a bathroom, we can shower, have AC. It's going to be so hot in the sun and on the beach all day that it'll be nice to go back to the Airbnb and have air conditioning and be able to sleep and relax.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I could always use a shower, a real shower. Um, then we can maybe have a good barbecue cookout. That would be great.
Yeah, that sounds great. I was also thinking that same thing. We can make ribs on the grill outside, have a barbecue.
Heck yeah, that sounds great. Now we just have to figure out who else coming.
Me, my girlfriend, she has two good friends. Yeah, and we can all go as a group together as a group of friends. What about you? Do you have any people that you would like to invite for the party or for the vacation to Pismo Beach?
So, sounds good. Me, my fiance, and then I have another two friends that are in a couple. That's about eight of us. We should be able to get a house for pretty cheap.
8 people is good. Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. So yeah, 8 people, that'd be good. I'm thinking that's great. So do you think we should have separate bedrooms or we should all look to share bedrooms or should we all, each couple have our own bedroom, do you think? What do you think is best?
I think it depends on the house. I know a lot of houses that are rentable out there. I'll look because sometimes the living room turns into a bedroom. So we might be able to get it cheaper by just having, three bedrooms and one couple on a couch.
Yeah, sure. The reason I was asking is because I just wanted to make sure that everyone had their own bedroom, and I think that's a good idea. I think what you're saying is it's true, and we can always use the living room. Oh, a filter for for the air filter.
Use like a filter to search for rooms?
Yes, sorry about that. Interpreter error. Yeah, so if we're searching for different Airbnbs, is there a filter that we want to look for when we're specifically looking and searching for that room?
Yeah,
For that house?
I can use the filter to find how many rooms we want. I actually have to run right now. So I will find a couple of different houses and send them to you, give you a few options, and then start maybe a big group chat with all 8 of us.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll discuss soon and we can chat about it. And yeah, share that link to the house and we can go from there.
Will do. Thanks for starting this. That's a great idea. I'm ready to vacation.
Same. All right. Can't wait to hear from you soon.
Have a good day. Feel good?
Yeah, awesome. I was a little confused, like the air filter. I was like, what? No, it's fine.
Wow. Huh? Was it good? And I jumped in. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Please, 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 Sarah and Aaron, whose friends these were, please do something to thank them, thank them, thank them. That's true for just reminder always to everybody, anybody who's helping us out, you know, whether it be an interpreter you're observing or whether it be these deaf people, please be following up with some deep gratitude to them. Yeah, yeah. I know I do those corny e-cards to people. So if you're a corny e-card person, go there, but in some way. And actually that relates to, if you've looked at our scheduled Google Doc for this week, you'll see on, Thursday, I think it is, that there's something called creating a thank you video, which will be very interesting to do in a virtual world. But one of the things the class always does in the summer is we create some sort of video that's accessible for people who don't sign and accessible for people who don't hear English. And we create that and send out to all of the people who have helped us. So we'll be doing that on you will be doing that on Thursday. I don't do it. So those of you who are creative people might be thinking about, oh my gosh, in the tile world of how do we do something that says thank you to people? So think about that, because Thursday I'll give you time to create it and film that. And then people, I guess, with this, I mean, if you do it in sign, which you would probably do, you would have to caption it maybe, or have a voiceover, or do something like that. So those of you who are liking to ponder these things, please ponder, because you'll need to do something on Thursday. So, yeah. Cool. Here's what I want to do with, how much time do we have left? We have about 20, little under 20 minutes left. Take a moment to think about what you just experienced. And then I want us to go around and share a little bit about the experience. So I want you to share one thing you learned about your work, about your interpreting work by doing this. Just one. And then I also will ask us to share some thoughts about target language, because we have real deaf people and they may have had different target languages than you've been working with before, or you may have noticed how they modified their use of ASL and what was going on there. So those are two things I want us to talk about. Let's do it, this one first and then that one. Yeah. Did we just lose someone? I think so. Yeah, she disappeared. So, yeah. Do you have some thoughts in mind? Ready to roll? I don't want to do pop-up, or we can start with Inger and then we'll do the alphabet starting from Inger on. Okay. So Inger, you can be first to talk about just this one. Don't talk about the target language yet. Okay.
Okay. I find that I still am easily flustered if there's specifically, like in this session, there was an issue with technology where the deaf person could only see one of us at a time, even though we were trying to get her to switch to gallery or speaker or whatever. So Sarah would speak, and then when she was done, she would have to mute herself, and I would have to say, okay, to get it to switch to me. And then I would have to, so I had to do consecutive, which was okay, but I found myself getting flustered, like figuring out the management of that. But I know I get flustered in other areas too, when something doesn't go like kind of the way it's supposed to, which I know is silly because I don't know that things ever go the way they're supposed to, but for an interpreting sake, I do still find myself going, okay, breathe. And then I try to continue. I mean, usually I can get back on track, but I do still find myself like getting off kilter.
And I bet that's why this happened for you, Inger. is because look, you survived and there was no blood and everybody's still breathing. So maybe karma, who knows? But yeah, technology can, but you're right, in any situation, things can go different than we thought. And so how do we manage that? Not just how do I fix the technology, but how that intrapersonal demand. Does this totally throw you off and you're pissed and, or you certainly feel deflated or whatever? How do you manage that? Yeah, that's how you react is almost more important than what it is. Yeah. Good thing to know about yourself. Okay, let's go up in the alphabet. So after an I, who's next? A Jordan is, okay.
Okay, so I know you said that we probably shouldn't use this for a practicum because if we already did a VRS, but could I? Because there was just so much that I would like to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. Share only one right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I noticed that how much you know impacts what the product is going to be like. I don't know a whole lot about birthing and labor and all that. So interpreting that and like the concepts like preeclampsia and breached and dilated, all that, it was an interesting challenge. So
I totally loved it. I popped in. I think you were the first room I popped in on, and I went, whoa, this is good. This is good. That's right. I'm like, sounds like a doula. Yes, what a wonderful thing, right? And the thing you got to do then, Jordan, was go, okay, what happened now, especially if you filmed yourself? What happens when I have more elk, more knowledge, or not? Remember that, go back to what we learned about moving on the continuum, right? So if you don't have shared knowledge, whoa, okay, I got to get more. Or maybe what I got to put out, it becomes a lot more Englishy because I don't have a good command here. Yeah, so what are those control options when we don't have the elk? And when we're doing a VRS might be way different than doing a doctor's appointment, per se. We may choose different control options depending on it. Yeah. Yes. Wonderful. Kirsten.
I just want to ask a quick question. So with all these telemedical appointments, is that being done VRI and VRS? Or are they not encouraging telemedical appointments? Because like with coronavirus, I know everybody has been put on telemedical.
Right.
So it's probably happening a lot
I can
more.
share my limited knowledge on that. What they should be doing is VRI, probably, because they're doing it, they're seeing each other, so it's not through the phone. So it shouldn't be VRS because that's phone calls, unless it literally is. So it should be this more, so that they can see the practitioner and the patient and the interpreter. But potentially there is more that doctors or practitioners talk about through this kind of phone. So I suspect that we're seeing more of it even in VRS than we might have in the past. Yeah. Really good thought about how that happens. And then does that mean should we take more control options in that? Especially when we're VRI, we might be able to get some information ahead of time from a practitioner. Yeah. These are good things to ask other people you see out there working too. Yeah. Good question. Sophia.
Just to add a little bit to that, I have heard that there's been a lot of issues with access being provided for doctor's appointments. Either the doctor has to use their platform, which is akin to Zoom, but they can't get an interpreter in there because it's only for 2 people because of HIPAA, or they are using VRS, and that means the doctor can't see the deaf patient. Sometimes the doctor is required to see the patient and therefore cannot use VRS, but doesn't know how to get on another platform. It's from what I've seen, like on Facebook and from people, it's been a whole hell of a mess.
Right, right. So, you know, to me, it's that reminder of wow, if we're frustrated at times, we are not a linguistic minority. And so we don't have all these other battles to deal with. And yeah, I think that's why we see, when we would have thought we would have seen more VRI requests coming up in medical, that system isn't built for that. You know, and are they figuring it out? Yeah, and the fact that how people perceived HIPAA and who we are in regard to HIPAA. Yes, yes. Big time, big time. Those of you who are doing the community interpreting tract will explore that a lot more as we talk about, I teach those courses, as we talk about medical interpreting. Yeah. Sophia, you're one of, yeah, I think Jordan, you're in the community track. The rest of you are partying in the education track. Yeah. There's lots of challenges in the education track too, so. But good, okay. So we just did Jordan's. Awesome. Julie.
So the one thing I noticed, especially since comparing it to the work sample, was how I naturally, when it's naturally paced, I sound less awkward, and because I'm not in control of pausing it. Something is going on when I'm pausing the source text, and like, I know one of my strengths is like matching the tone, but it's not happening in these, when I have control of, when it's not live. But when it was live, I was matching the affect and the emotions and the tone really well because it was natural. Oh, that was her full sentence. Let me speak now. Oh, let me hold it. But something is going on when I have to pause it. And that's where I need to, I'm like, okay, I probably won't be real life interpreting as much for these practice videos, but I need to figure out how to incorporate that. Yeah. How to pause better. I don't know, because that was something, because I was just talking about that with Sarah, and then I feel like it wasn't an issue at all when it was live. So
did you happen to record what you just did? Yes. Mm-hmm. Great. You know, these things that you're realizing, especially that, wow, that's perfect. Go back in there, and then definitely in that exploration, use this as a practicum journal in particular, because mm-hmm. you can explore that, because that thing that, even how you were just talking about it right there, Julie, spot on, of looking at where your work is more effective. So if we're thinking about how do I chunk information, how do I know when there's meaning? Okay, that's more effective here. When it was live, it was less effective in these videos. Why? And what's happening in your processing? And then if you can figure out why it was more effective here, can you do it more in those other places where it was less effective? Yes, 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 yes. And I bet some of the exploration of that is going to be understanding what your brain's doing. You know, I keep asking you to think about that 10 steps of discourse analysis. So what in your brain is able to hear the content map, the change of topic, more when it's live people and not as much when it's a video? What's blocking that? Yeah, awesome, awesome. I'm going to pause us because I want to, this is rich conversation. Let's do some more of this debrief on this tomorrow too, at the beginning of class. And I want us also to make sure we talk about those target language things that were happening. So as you think about it, write down some stuff that you want to talk about tomorrow with this. Yeah. Yay. Wow. And then let's, especially, this has been such an amazing experience, I think, to have these people come in and it works so well. And, you know, our real world is we're going to interpret with real people, right? So let's strategize on Friday when we do course wrap-up stuff and we think about our future courses. Let's strategize if there's a way we can do more live stuff, especially because that pulls